Hi again, this is the second video for section 1.1, where we're going to talk about two strategies dealing with tables and graphs. So this first one is going to be about a graph. So on page 6 and 7 of the textbook, it talks about the strategy. So specifically, the different types we would ever look at are line graphs, bar graphs, picture graphs, and circle graphs. So this is a picture graph that has pictures of people to represent data. And so we just need to describe the pattern. So in this one, we can see that there's 100 people on Monday. So, whoops, sorry. So we have 100 people on Monday, 200 Tuesday, 200 Wednesday, 300 Thursday, 500 on Friday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 1100 on Saturday and 900 on Sunday. So you don't have to write these values out, but I'm just doing it to help me. So I think the pattern that I see in this is that we can see that the number of customers increases Monday through Saturday, but then decreases on Sunday. So describing the pattern can just be as simple as that if the pattern is that simple. So that's the way I would describe the pattern. So the number of customers increases Monday to Saturday and decreases on Sunday. So yeah, that's all I would write for this one. So whenever you're going through the book and the homework, just make sure that you understand what every problem is asking. And if not, email me, come to office hours. I'm always here to help, but that's all for this one. Okay, so the next strategy we're going to do is to read or make a table. So this example says that we have a frog is climbing out of a well that's 23 feet deep. The frog can climb 3 feet per hour, but then it rests for an hour, during which it slips back 2 feet. How long will it take for the frog to get out of the well? So for this one, the strategy is to make a table. So we can see how many hours the frog takes, how much distance the frog takes in every hour. So to start, I'm going to draw a picture just to visualize. So the frog has a well that is 23 feet deep, and the frog is down here. So every hour he goes up 3 feet and then back down 2 feet. So that's the pattern every hour. So let's make a table. So we can have the number or the hour and then the height of the frog in the well. So we have the hour and then the height of the frog. So after 1 hour, the frog started at 0 at the bottom of the well and then went up to 3 feet. And at 1 hour, the frog climbed 3 feet in the first hour. But then in the second hour, it rests for an hour, during which it slips back 2 feet. So then it's back at 1. Then we have the third hour, in which the frog goes up another 3 feet up to 4. And then in the next hour, it slips back 2 feet back to 2. Okay, in the next hour, the frog goes up another 3 feet. And then in the next hour, it slips back down 2 feet. So we would continue this until we get to 23 feet. But just because it's taking a while to get there, I'm going to notice this pattern that the second hour, it's at 1 feet. The fourth hour, it's at 2 feet. The 6th hour, it's at 3 feet. So based on this pattern, and you can check this doing it the long way and writing out every value, that at 40 hours, the frog is going to be at 20 feet, right? And you can write out this entire table that way, or you can use a strategy we talked about in the last video, looking for a pattern, to see that at the 40th hour, the frog is finally at 20 feet. So now if we continue our table, at 41, now the frog is at 23 feet. And look at that. Our well was 23 feet deep. So you can continue this, like I said, writing out every value, or you can look at this pattern. So it takes the frog 41 hours to climb 23 feet. So it takes the frog 41 hours to get out of the well. Okay, and so that's this one. So with pretty much every example I've shown, well, actually, I guess just with this example, there was more than one way to do this, right? Describing the graph like we did above, there's really only one way to do it. You describe the graph. But with this one, sometimes in our strategy, right, our step 2, whenever we make a plan for the problem, so in this one, we already were given the strategy to make a table. But whenever you're solving problems like this on your own, or whenever you're helping students solve problems like this, there's always going to be, or usually going to be, more than one way to solve the problem. So in this case, this is how we did it, but you can solve this problem a lot of different ways. So those are the first 3 problem-solving strategies: looking for a pattern, making a table, and making a graph. So that is all for this video.